So welcome to another Wednesday evening and Stillness from the Shed. A lot's happened since we last met together, hasn't it? And these last few weeks and months, lots of things have been going on. So let's look at God's Word together. One of the things that's come out of this lockdown and locking is that television producers have had to stop filming many of their well-known programmes and instead have had to rely on the TV of the past. Classic programmes. They've made a really big comeback, and I've got to be honest, I love them, especially those that I remember from my past. Why? Because of their catchphrases. Do you know, it's thought the very first recognised catchphrase in literature dates back to 1840. You know the phrases that I know, things that just stick in your head. Who can forget the classic TV comedies phrases? Dad's Army's Corporal Jones, don't panic. The grumpy Victor Meldrew, I don't believe it. Or the master of all catchphrases, Del Trotter, in Only Fools and Horses, lovely jubbly. But I wonder if you remember Hannibal Smith. Hannibal Smith, the Commander-in-Chief of the A-Team, as he chewed on his cigar, or in my case a pen, with those inimitable words, I just love it when a plan comes together. We all love it when a well thought out plan comes together, don't we? But how often does that actually happen? The time is that we, in our diaries this time last year, would have had them full, wouldn't we? Of holidays or anniversaries or events, all planned, all booked. We would have even thought for a moment that 2020 would have been, well, to be honest, a bit of a write-off. Some people have their entire lives mapped out in their minds. However, the Bible tells us different. We read the words of the Apostle James in James chapter 4, and they're words of warning about boasting about tomorrow, that we'll do this or we'll do that. We'll go here or we'll go there, even though we really don't have a clue what each new day will bring. And that's true, isn't it? Your life and my life are often a mystery. Why things happen, when they happen. But there is no mystery with the God who created us. In Proverbs chapter 19, we read, many are the plans of a person's heart, but it is the Lord's purpose that succeeds. Everything in life begins and ends with a purpose. Everyone on this planet was born for a purpose. That's why human life, all human life, is so precious. Without purpose, life is nothing more than a chaotic journey that, in all honesty, often results in frustration or disappointment. Without purpose, time has little meaning, energy has no reason, and life, well, frankly, has no direction. But as followers of Jesus Christ, we must never forget that there is a purpose and a hope. And in every one of our lives, it's God's purpose and God's plan for us that will be fulfilled within us. The Apostle Paul says that that plan is good. In fact, he goes further, he says it's perfect. Be encouraged by that fact, that you never are out of God's sight, never outside his love, and never outside his will and purpose. Now, you may not see that right now, and things might be a little confusing, but his plan is still being worked out. His good plan for your good and his glory. When this latest global crisis ends in a few months or maybe longer, God will continue to lead you and guide you through life with all its highs and its lows. His plan is to prosper you and to give you a hope and a future. And that is so much more than just a mere catchphrase. Will you hear that this evening? Will you take that through the rest of the week with all its highs and its lows and its concerns? Maybe for some of you, you're fearing the future. Well, in Jesus' hands, there is security. There is that knowledge that underneath us are the everlasting arms of a God who truly cares. thank you so much for joining me and Treacle. No ice creams this week, but I hope you have a great rest of the week. I hope to see you online. Hope to see you on TCC online Sunday morning at 10 o'clock. And you can always go back and watch any of these devotions or any of the services on our YouTube channel. Remember, there is always a perfect plan, and God has you in the palm of his hand every single day. The Lord bless you. Thanks for joining me.